them in. Is this gonna work? Oh, I see. So I didn't get set up here today. I'm just gonna close this. Okay, where did I just drop that pic? Whatever. Okay. Okay, we're good.
actually good evening there, isn't it? Cool. So I'm gonna briefly give you guys some thoughts on 30. I don't have anything too like philosophical to talk about today. I do just want to point out some things that I'm just really grateful for though, and like really appreciating. Um, so this might just be spitballing a bunch of things. The first thing is this guitar. Obviously, I'm really, really grateful to be playing such a beautiful, really, really beautiful instrument. I've played music for so long. I've played music for like 15, 16 years. And I've played so many instruments, but none quite like this one. I mean, no two instruments are like anyway, but this one, I'm just so happy to play one like this. It's just so beautiful and really delicious tone and like, really fun to play as well. So very grateful for this. Another thing I wanted to point out is today is pretty much my hero, Trey Anastasio's birthday. He is the he's the lead guitarist and singer of Fish, my favorite band. I've seen Fish 31 times. Let me just give you guys some background on this dude. Trey Anastasio is like a classical composer in a rock scene, so he plays like rock music with all this harmonic elegance of like a classical player. I mean, he studied composition for pretty much his whole life, and most of their songs are very heavily composed and like kind of have this progression and flow to them, and then these lead into some improvised sections and whatnot. But I don't know. I mention it because I just have so much respect for him musically. What a lot of people don't realize is the kind of elegance that Fish's music actually does have. They think it's just kind of a weird jam band, and in a sense, it is a weird jam band. I mean, the point of it all is just to have fun, But shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but there really is a lot in that music to dive into. I'm actually just gonna tune here while we're doing this. So today's his birthday. He's 54 today, and I have so much respect for that guy because he's a guy that's really conquered like his demons in life. He's struggled. So if you know the Grateful Dead, the lead guitarist of the Dead, Jerry Garcia, kind of, in a sense, killed himself because he was struggling so much from like a heroin addiction to kind of escape the burden of being who he was practically. And so they would like play like so many shows every year, and they were so famous, and people would be like clawing up the sides of the hotel to like try to sneak in his window and stuff. And so, I mean, heroin was an escape for him from that. Anyway, the reason I mention it, they kind of came before Fish. Fish and Trey in particular had some problems with substances in a similar way, and the difference is Trey didn't actually die, but he actually eventually became clean, and he like saved his own life, and kind of just accepted his life as like this awesome musician and embraced it, and so now they still play like, they don't play nearly as much as they used to. They play maybe like 30 to 40 shows a year now, but just the intention that they bring to it is just so much joy. It's a celebration of life. It's so much like happiness and energy. It's just pure energy, and it's also so much fun. Like, I think the music kind of speaks for itself as a philosophy of just like, we're here to have a fun time. Like, it doesn't have to make sense. They have a lot of really nonsense lyrics. They also have a lot of really meaningful lyrics. But, it's all part of the experience of going to see music and like dancing and having a good time. You shouldn't try to define having a good time. You should just go with it, go with the flow, as they say. So much respect there. And I'm so grateful to like just live at the same time as that band, because it's an honor, to be able to see them and be inspired by them. They're for sure my greatest inspirations, and a lot of what I play is, if you listen to Fish, you probably hear a lot of Fish in what I play, and that's it's great. So it's really an honor to be able to like see them in this lifetime, instead of like, I don't know, if I lived 50 years from now and they weren't playing, I'd be sad. I would still listen to them probably, but I wouldn't be able to get to go see them. So it's an honor that I am here now, able to see them. And I do see them. I've seen them 31 times, you know. But speaking of seeing people, I saw the band Lotus last weekend. Not this weekend, but the previous one. And they're awesome. You know, they're like just such a good band. So Lotus just kind of speaks to me in so many ways. They're like, I don't know, they're like kind of neo rock, electronic rock sort of stuff, and a lot of their like melodies and stuff just kind of hit my heart a certain way and just really speak to me. And so I'm really grateful to see them. I saw them with a bunch of really awesome friends. That's another thing that I'm massively grateful for, just all the wonderful people in my life who are, you know, just so kind and stuff. You know, the people who I really, really get along with, I really, really appreciate, because I feel like I can just say all these ideas to, and they're like, oh yeah, but what do you think about, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, I have this really interactive mind with the people who I like actually spend a lot of my time with. You know, we bounce all sorts of ideas and philosophy, and we also just have fun, because again, I don't know, I think the bottom line of philosophy that I'm learning in my own life experientially is that the point is really just to have fun. Like, you could never prove that the world is even real, or that you're even real, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy yourself, you know, because the enjoyment feels real, and that's what matters. You know, it's on that level that all arguments kind of eventually must come to, you know. If we don't know anything, it still makes sense to enjoy yourselves, because why not? Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't you have fun? So that's massively tied in with my philosophy of music, and like just kind of as a whole in my life. So yeah, I'm really thankful for all that stuff. Thankful for, you know, all the people I interact with, really. It's kind of a sociological fact that you just pick up things from people, that you pick up the things you like. I agree. Yeah. Grateful for my friend Melanie, who's super cool. My Slovakian pen pal. I have to write you a letter. I'm gonna do that when I have a chance in the next like 2-3 days. I will have time in there somewhere. But yeah. I love how that's just like the world. There's people, and like, you know, you meet just people from all over the world and get to interact with them and share your views and their views, and it all comes together that way. But yeah, so you pick up the good things that you like about other people, and those are kind of what pass on through generations and stuff. And like, you could actually make the argument that that's how society formed, and like that's why society is the way it is, because people are just like interacting and like, oh, I like that this person does that and whatever. So, but yeah, anyway, that was a long rant about things that I am grateful for. I'm grateful for a lot of things. I just had a coffee this morning, and I was like, this coffee is so good. And it really was. It was a really tasty coffee. And I'm really grateful for that coffee, you know? And like, now here I am with some energy or something. But, I don't know. It's a good day, you know? It's good to be alive. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be alive. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. Cool. kind of want to play a fish song just because it's Trey's birthday. But do I want to do that? I cannot decide. I think I will. I don't want to sing. I could sing. I could play Twist. The song is called Twist by Fish. And it's about mispronouncing someone's name. I spoke your name for many days. Pronounce it